In the landscape of figure photography, one group strived for tangible and dynamic displays.
No time to explain, get in the rows!
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog. Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is filmed in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers just like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
This is not Boog Nice, because I'm not muted. Coming at you with the...
You can't wait to say that, huh? Everything.
All right.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Book Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 322.
321.
21?
No, that's not right. 21?
It
All
says,
right.
it says 321 on YouTube.
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Sounds right to me.
I think P knows. I'm your host, Book Nice. Got my boys with me. Fabster, Rick Dom, Pancheesy is with us in astral form. We'll have a guest joining us shortly, so the amount of time that we have to BS is limited.
Yeah.
But tell me about your lives. What's going on?
We got no time for joshing around today,
Oh,
but we do.
oh man. Literally nothing. Only important thing that's happened in my life is that I've got this cable now. And he's going to get
Nice.
modded. And he's going to get fixed up. He's going to be the best guy around, this guy is.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think anything else happened. It's hot as shit over here. Hate it. So
Yeah.
you guys hear down in
Yeah, I hate it too. It's terrible. I know. We were just talking
It's
about
hot
it.
here today.
4 degrees in here.
94, 95 degrees. Felt like 104 supposedly. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I got to prepare for that Comic-Con heat. Got myself a portable fan.
Very
gonna be
cool.
in
Very cool.
Comic-Con, like, I was telling my lady that it's like Comic-Con is such a toss-up. Sometimes you go to Comic-Con and it's super overcast and it's not that hot and it's great, and then sometimes you go there and you feel like you're melting into the cement.
Right.
It's just a toss-up.
Last year was weird. Last year was like overcast, like almost every day in the mornings.
Yeah,
But
and then in the day.
in the day it got hot, but it wasn't like as bad as it's been before. This year, I think it's gonna be pretty bad.
yeah,
Yeah,
Cali heat's a little different than
Yeah.
sticky, nasty ball sweat
Yeah,
in New York.
honestly, the worst summer I've ever spent was in New York. Book.
Oh my God, really?
The trash smell is unreal.
Oh,
Mm.
with the heat? Oh my
Hot
God, I
tra-
can't
You
imagine.
ever smell hot trash at 10 a.m.? It's awful.
Mm.
You know what? I used to spend summers in Mexico. I think I could say yes.
Okay, that's fair.
pretty
Well,
bad, pretty bad.
I kind of know. Yeah, my week was fine. I would say just fine. Nothing crazy. Fucking Elden Ring DLC hype train is all. It's been a solid one. Oh, I watched. I guess we'll talk about it with our guest, but I finally watched Godzilla -1.
Ooh.
Fantastic film.
You know, I was so surprised. I saw this week that David Vonner hated it. I
Really?
can't believe it. He hated it. He thought it wasn't
Vonner?
good.
Seriously?
Yeah, he hated the main character.
He is a little hateable.
Yeah, he called him a wimp or whatever.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's
what are we talking about?
Godzilla -1.
Godzilla -1.
Oh,
Everybody's
you
entitled to
watched
their
it.
opinion, by the way. Don't nobody tell, hey, David Vonner, they don't like that you don't like Godzilla. He can hate and like whatever, just like whatever he wants. But I was just surprised.
No.
I was just
Everybody
surprised.
has
He's the
to think
first.
exactly like me.
He's the first person I've heard have like a big criticism on that film. So it was just surprising. So interesting.
Well,
you know,
I mean,
not everybody
the
loves
character is
everything.
made to be hateable because you're looking at him through
Yeah.
like the eyes of their culture, because it's
Mm-hmm.
just so straight, like traditional Japanese, that
Yeah.
he is hateable because he dishonored his family by not completing his duty in the Great War. Hence why he's alive for the events of this film.
Yeah.
Yes, that is part of the setup for sure.
Yeah.
All right, don't spoil it.
No, it's good. It's a good film. And then I also saw Dune Part 2 actually.
Oh,
Finally.
nice, finally.
Yeah.
Basically every movie in the last like 3 months that has been in theaters that I missed, I was like, all right, finally they're here.
How was
You
the
saw
sand?
Bad Boys 4?
I haven't seen Bad Boys yet, but I
Oh
want
man.
to take my lady. She really wants to go see it.
There you go.
She's big Willie style. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Big Willie
Still living in the Willennium.
Did you play her Drake's new hit track Wagwan Delilah?
No, but I
love that.
I sent her Kendrick's fucking show at the Forum.
That was amazing.
Oh my god.
They called that shit Hate Chella.
Yeah. hate floating out of there. Amazing.
That's very funny.
Imagine making perhaps the best diss track and it's a club banger.
Amazing.
Okay.
Really good stuff.
All right.
You guys thought I just knew heavy metal.
Rest in peace to what's my man's name?
Donald Sutherland, bro.
Yes. Donald Sutherland.
Kiefer's daddy. Yeah, man, it's quite a loss. 88 years old, barely a kid.
I mean, 88. It's a pretty robust life.
Oh yeah.
Especially considering he was famous for like 80% of his life.
Yeah, pretty much.
But, yeah.
He was in a Kate Bush music video as well. Very exciting.
Wow.
Running up that hill, Kate Bush?
That's right.
Yeah, rest in peace to that guy. Any other rest in pieces we need to say?
Pancho saying, I definitely dumped a paragraph on Vonner's status.
No way. We're gonna pull this up. We're gonna pull this up right now.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Makinita.
I saw Vonner saying something about the Acolyte the other day too. Vonner's Vonner. He's opinionated. Here's what it is.
He's old school.
But if
hey, Sonic Rockman X. When I missed, we just started. We just started Sonic Rockman X. You didn't miss nothing. You're good.
All right, I'm looking for this Vonner post. I guess we are gonna address this. Well, I do see the Acolyte one. Okay, here we go. Godzilla -1. I have never seen the hero of a movie pass out so much. Homie clearly wasn't about that kamikaze life. Homeboy spent half the damn movie fainting. Jeez. Really good. Yeah, this is quite a paragraph, Pancho.
You wrote a treatise back to him.
Wait, R.I.P. Willie. Willie Mays. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Willie Mays passed away.
That's right, dude.
San Francisco Giant great. A Bay Area legend, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic Rockman. Fuck yeah! I already told the Migos the Migos are having like a almost like a content house. It's gonna be them, the Toy Daddies, Kev, and I think maybe a couple of other people from the Toying Around Unboxing Thursday stream, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
And Yoko and whatnot, and and they said that they're gonna have a real world confessional room, and I was like, oh, bro, I'm gonna lay into that fucking.
Bro, I want to go.
I'm gonna say,
my invite must have
it's gonna
gotten
be
lost in the mail.
It's gonna be sick. They barely said it like 2 days ago on their stream. I guess they were like planning it out.
Then I expect to know within 12 hours. The heck?
There you go.
Just kidding. I don't. Whatever. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I know. Is Sonic Rockman talking about Brad's house and all of them too? Because our boys are going to house ski. Who are you on the phone with, Rick? All right. Anyway, we got a show to do here, boys. We do have a guest coming on in about 12 minutes here to talk some stuff that is relevant in the news. But I guess before we all get there, who's in the chat right now? We got, Sonic Rockman. Thank you, sir. No, you just got here. You're good. Cap lives. OFOB, the highway here is built behind our dump. Any hint of heat and it starts stinking? Bro, you're getting a little bit more than a hint right now, I bet. What's going on, Brian? Koopa Steve, hello. Bo Big finally says something, and it's an RIP to Willie Mays. Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Dude, hell yes. Yeah, man. You see where where his priorities are at, man. He's honoring a legend when he speaks.
Baki Hanma is in the chat. What's good? And Eric Element says the Acolyte. Woo! That show is getting better every week. Can't wait for the finale.
Dude, I like the show.
I too can't wait for it to be over.
I've been enjoying it. I don't know. Yeah, we had Wicked Fat Collectibles earlier too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jason S.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for SDCC. I'm still trying to like work out my exact schedule is going to be, but
you got work that weekend or what? What's going on?
You know, it depends. I'm not really basing my SDCC on the con itself, but rather the goings on around. So depending on when the after parties are, depending when the panels and the interview appointments are, that's when I'll be there.
No, yeah, I'd say that's for the best.
Most of the other time, you'll catch me at the beach.
Well, you know, the good thing for you is that you're not like you're not going to be wanting a lot of the exclusives anyway, so you don't have that kind of stress on you of like, oh man, I have to try to fucking get this on Saturday, and then I gotta.
I'm nowhere near the limits if people want to, you know, pay me to get them for them.
Whoa.
I don't know.
You heard it here first. Blow up his DMs, asking him for every single exclusive you want. You heard him. He said
only if you're hot.
Oh.
Static Thunder just hit us with a $1.99. Thank you, sir. It's good, Static. Says, what's up, guys?
Yo.
Kyle. Hello, Kyle.
What up, big dog?
You guys want his last name too and his social security?
Yep.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Koopa Steve.
Okay. Put in the chat.
The natural trajectory of Star Wars show. Picks up mid-season to decent, epic finale. Yeah, that's about right. I don't know if it's epic in terms of like its quality, but its scope. Yeah, usually.
Hey, Mario, there he is. One of the guys from the Content House. Get ready for that confessional. Get ready, Mario. That confessional.
I heard mixed things about the well, not mixed things, but mostly good things about the Acolyte ending.
Oh, the Acolyte?
The more recent one?
What do you mean more recent one?
Like the latest episode?
This week's episode.
Wait, I thought it ended.
No, it's about halfway.
Okay, so the ending of that episode was epic. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
It wasn't the season finale.
No. It's the mid-season finale, I guess they call it.
It was like a little cliffhanger ending to the episode.
And it was abrupt, I'll say. It wasn't a cliffhanger. Like cliffhangers usually, you know, leave you with like a sense of drama. But this, it's just, it happens and then it's over. Oh, all right. But overall, I don't know. I guess I'm more enjoying like what the story is rather than how it's being told. So I'm in it to kind of like see how all these pieces get put together and what it amounts to at the end, if anything. That's more that what keeps me interested in a show like this.
Yeah, I've been liking it. You know, I've heard people say that they feel a little wooden, which is hard to disagree with. But if I'm being honest with you, every single Star Wars thing ever has a lot of wooden acting in it. You're telling these people to read lines that don't make any fucking sense on the screen. Like, oh my God, he's in the 7th sector next to Bombar. And like what kind of emotion, you know, like it's tough. A lot of them, even the first trilogy had a lot of wooden acting, and especially the first film. You know, there's a lot of big words that don't make any damn sense that you're just supposed to like.
But I was supposed to power converters or whatever he says.
I was supposed to sell power converters at Tashi Station.
You know,
you know, it's.
And everybody complained back then that he was probably whiny as hell too. So
yeah, I'm sure.
Well, that's the problem. Not to mention the prequels, and if this is pre-prequels, then yeah, they're even more wooden. You know what I mean?
Sonic Rockmanic says the only SDCC exclusive I want is from Unparalleled Universe. You're not the only one. Everybody's hitting me up because they know that I live next to Wade, and is like, "Hey, man, so you're gonna be able to get me that exclusive from Wade or what?"
I'm just waiting to pick up what I ordered. You know, in person, delivered by the man's himself,
Mr. Wade himself.
Yeah,
amazing.
I had to share this because it is relevant to this conversation. I saw this. I believe the kids call them memes. You see.
Oh, that's very memes.
I saw this image. Tired of Disney and their woke agenda. Yeah, destroy the legacy of Star Wars with this new show. Star Wars fans hold Star Wars to a standard it has literally never met. It's true. And I'll come back to Koopa Steve's comment because he's the only man with a good head on his shoulders, it seems like. Peter, it's just sci-fi schlock and always has been, which is part of why it's so great. You don't miss old Star Wars. You miss being younger and happier. Sad McGuire.
Sad McGuire.
Yeah. It's true, man. I mean, that's why nostalgia is such a powerful drug, is it not?
Bruce Bryan Rocky Manzo asks, "Yo, where's my Pinoy boy Poncho, brother? He's had a child and he's a little busy. We wish he was here. I wish he was here. I'd see his lovely face if he was.
Mm-hmm.
It's breaking my heart, Bruce."
I wanted to get Koopa Steve's comment in here too. He says, "I don't watch Star Wars for acting. I watch it for pew-pews and to get that guy as a toy."
There you go.
I'll tell you what you do watch for acting. Dune. Dune Part 2 was fantastic.
Did you ever... what's the one of the main actors' name?
Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, I saw him on a Chanel ad.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck?
You know, I honestly was not like sold on Timothée Chalamet until this movie. Until Dune Part 2 specifically. He was good in the first one, but he's like really like coming to his own in this second one. Like in the time that you know, between the first movie and the second movie, he's definitely like coming to his own. Very good.
How's Zendaya in the second one?
She's great. She plays from what I understand, a different, like her character arc is a little different, and she plays it like really well compared to like what happens in like the books. So it was cool to have her both be, you know, the love interest, I guess, but also she has like her own like real arc that very much contradicts what's going on.
Nice.
It's good.
Did you ever read T. Smith's super chat?
Tim Smith? No, I don't think we did.
Oh,
hey.
My God. We got a super chat from old T. Smith. Says, tuning in on the road to JoeFest. He's on his way to Joe. I didn't even know that was this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
JoeFest is this weekend? Wow.
He says he needs A.C.B.A. merch next for the next con, man. What's going on, Boog? He says, love, peace, and chicken grease. We need Tiggy's back,
yeah,
baby.
we done been. Should have had that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably should talk to somebody.
You heard it. Yeah, he's talking to somebody. You heard it. Somebody.
Okay. What's next?
Well, we got a few more minutes till
wait, hold on. What's the highlight of JoeFest besides Joe's? Something was supposed to be popping up there.
Well, Travis from A Toy Kind of Mood is doing a panel there. That's exciting stuff.
Yeah. Nice. That was one of the things for sure.
I feel like there was something that's supposed to pop up at JoeFest that.
Well, everyone is going to be at JoeFest except the actual G.I. Joe team. So.
Why is that? Is that how that normally works?
You know, a bunch of corporate red tape and bureaucracy and political crap.
Yeah, I think Travis said that they wanted to be there, but they're just not. They're not being allowed to be there.
I mean, what couldn't some of the people from the Joe team just be there and
they could be there,
official capacity and just hang out?
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay,
but they won't be having a panel. They won't be like doing reveals. There'll be nothing official.
No
which
official.
Is unfortunate.
Okay, all right. That's too bad. But I'm sure they'll be ready and in full effect for SDCC. We know that for certain. But yeah, okay. JoeFest is starting today, is what you're saying, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Go.
Oh man, we got a super chat from Bo Big. No words needed to be said. He already spoke earlier. He laid it all out. R.I.P. Willie, and he said,
Rest in peace to Willie Mays. That was the other big big loss.
We said it. I think he stepped away, but yes.
Thank you so much, Bo Big. What a guy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Jason S says, the Toy Con and Mood have a big panel and Super 7 reaction O-rings have been revealed.
Have they now? Well, we'll get into some Super 7 in just a second. I guess I'll touch on a quick bit of news per just 4 days ago. Literal, like the quickest news I could muster right now. MezcoCon is coming, baby.
Oh, that it is.
In 5 days. Guess who's not ready at all?
You?
Yeah.
Ew.
Missed
But you know,
opportunity to name it MezCon.
you don't even have to worry about that kind of stuff. You can just pick up whatever they end up revealing at the con instead of waiting a couple months online.
Yeah, so the way this worked last year, if I remember correctly, I might be conflating it with a different one. I've been a little unplugged, but they still do like they'll have the exclusives. Like these will go on sale on this June 26th, which is that like preview night that's usually on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday will be like the reveals and the teasers and the activities and things like that. But what they did last year is that the exclusives went up, which was the big Gomez and mech suit, right? That went up, and then it said it wasn't going to ship till after SDCC, which led everyone to think like, okay, they're going to have quantities at SDCC then. And then when we got to SDCC, it was without the mech. So it will be an exclusive, you know, that probably won't ship until after the con, but that's not to say it'll be the exact same thing. That'll be like that'll be at the con. So we'll see. It seems like this is just, I mean, if it's MezcoCon, I assume there's going to be more like activities and things, but this really could just be an exclusive drop and that's it. And then they save all the activities and all that stuff for the actual weekend of SDCC. And so they'll have stuff at the booth and then they'll be dropping like, you know, like last year we were there and then we saw the photos of like Silver Centurion Iron Man and a few other things before they were actually put in.
Do we actually know for certain that they're gonna be there this year? Or are you just assuming based on last year's?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, because you know, I looked it up and all of the MezcoCon stuff from last year was in early June. I mean July. Sorry, it had nothing.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is that they had them up and then they shipped them after SDCC, like some time after.
No, but what he's saying, this happened. It wasn't running during Comic-Con. They knocked that out, and then they actually did show up at Comic-Con and had a pretty full display of you know.
Exactly. Their last year's MezcoCon was not in June. It was on July 6th when I looked at my email.
Okay.
It's kind of strange.
But what I'm saying is that the stuff that dropped during that MezcoCon also didn't ship until after real SDCC.
No, yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that it's strange that they're doing MezcoCon in June this year when last year it was on July 6th.
Maybe they need more time to ship shit. I don't know.
That would be nice if you can if you do it so early that people can get it in the same weekend of Comic-Con. That'd be nice.
Yeah, exactly. But again, it could be different than what's actually there at the booth. So remains to be seen. That's pretty much the only bit of Mezco news that we had. The Batman is starting to arrive in hands. Other than that, seems people are pretty pleased with it.
I didn't get a ship notification yet, but just doubling back to JoeFest real quick. I just saw this on Instagram, but Dan Larson is going to be doing something on Friday and Saturday. He says he'll be a guest at JoeFest Toy Comic this Friday and Saturday. Also, Dan had like an article in like the Post or some shit. I don't know.
The New York Post?
Yes.
Yeah, he said he was getting a lot of hate from it. They were like, "Look at this grown ass man with fucking toys." Like he was getting
a lot of hate from who?
Yeah, from general people, not like in the toy community.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
But anyway, shout out to negative backlash. I think he said it on Twitter.
Okay.
All right. Well, we got somebody backstage here, so
go ahead and move on
to our next topic. Yeah. He's in the green room right now, getting powdered up.
All right.
Whoa! Did we get him his can of sardines and Diet Dr. Pepper Zero from his rider?
Right. He says he wants no red M&Ms.
No red M&Ms.
All right. So to set this up, I suppose we talked just last week about a certain TMNT reveal via Super 7, or at least a promise of coming soon. Well, since then, we have gotten the official full reveal and solicitation for the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Ultimates. And here to guide us through them and talk about them and let us know, and we'll let him know how long we've been actually waiting for these. Let's bring on good friend of the show, good friend of mine, Kyle Wadiga of Super 7. Hello, sir.
Kyle. Howdy.
Whoa.
How are we doing, guys?
Hey.
You guys messed up the writer already. It was no green M&Ms. Just
Oh,
like Van
come
Halen.
on.
Just like Van
This
Halen.
guy-
You guys didn't read.
Damn it.
This guy
Sorry.
acts like he's your bud. He tells us every week, I went to this show with Kyle. He doesn't even know it's supposed to be green.
My bad.
Are you standing right now?
I am, dog. This is a standing
Oh my
desk.
goodness, this guy looks like he's
Standing
about to do a fucking sick freestyle or some shit.
No, you know what? The thing is that I have to practice. I have to be ready for Comic-Con. Basically, like, I don't know. I work from home, and working from home makes me a very soft boy. So I have to like stand up more and like be ready, or else like my vertebrae are gonna fuse when I'm
That's
so
at
funny
Comic-Con
that
for
you say that.
16 hours a day. So
Yeah.
I've been making my lady go on walks every day with me. I'm like, dude, I'm preparing you. You're not ready for San Diego. You need
That
to
sounded
walk.
very misogynistic, Rick.
She's not ready for this heat. She's never been to San Diego. I tell her this is thick air out there. You gotta start.
no, I usually don't do this and pay the price
Yeah,
for like
it's
the
worth,
week
it's
after.
worth
So I'm
preparing.
trying to put the work in now, so I'm not, absolutely just decimated.
This is
I'm out here in the valley, so I'm already ready for the
era of nerds right here. Everybody's getting fit for Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Usually we just come fat and stinky.
Bro,
I
I
mean,
walk around Comic-Con with broccoli ankle weights, so I'm always ready.
I mean,
Hey, there you go.
Look, you're my roommate last year at Comic-Con. I couldn't take it. My fat ass was not going out nowhere after the con. I was like, dude, I'm going to the fucking room. I didn't want to do that this year. I wanted to be prepared. You know.
Yeah, the theme of last year was "Where's Rick?"
Yep. Hey, where's
Yeah.
Rick?
100%.
And then
I thought it was
everybody
where's
would see
Kyle.
me the next day and say it.
But yes,
all right.
just literally 1 month away. Like we're there, baby.
I'm not ready. That's why I'm training. So
No, I'm afraid I'm not either. But that's the best part. Like Poncho wasn't ready, but he had his baby anyway. He's good.
yeah,
He's doing
Mario says
Yeah.
confirmed he's
Mhm.
soft to Kyle.
yeah. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you that, Mario. So.
But yeah, we are all very excited about the TMNT reveal. I was afraid that we would have to wait until Comic-Con, but I'm glad that these went up. And what do you think the response has been so far?
The Turtles, so far so good, man. It's been great. I will say though, I want to get this disclaimer like up front. Like, I am very fortunate in that I'm homies with you guys, and you guys have invited me on, and I get to like talk about the fun stuff. However, it is not, it's not just me who's working on this. Like, nobody makes toys on their own. I mean, some people do, but it's a lot of work. And so, there's me who does design. There's Brandon who sculpted them. There's Matt who painted them. There's Christian who does the packaging. Flynn and Josh obviously work, tirelessly to get us these opportunities and give us the ability to do these licenses. Our whole licensing team is a whole thing. Production's a whole team. Engineering's a whole team. We have people who live overseas who do the QC on all these things. Like, no one makes toys alone. There's hundreds of people working thousands of hours to give you the action figures that you like. I just happen to be lucky enough to know Fabio and get to talk to you about it.
Mhm.
So, it's not just me. It's a full team effort. Everybody was firing on all cylinders to give you the figures that you're seeing right now. So,
In your official capacity, though, what? Tell everybody what.
Yeah.
Well, tell us who's going to be at Comic-Con or who's normally on the front lines when it comes to facing the customers. And,
sure.
I
mean, I'll be there because I live 20 minutes away, and so it's cheap to house me.
No doubt.
Flynn will be there. A lot of people who work on this stuff as well. Production managers, events coordinators, sales guys. All those people are going to be there. So a good chunk of the team will be there. Like 25 or something like that of us are going to be there, working the booth and in shifts and all that. So, in regards to this, I was lead designer. I did the concept art. I did the art direction. I worked with Brandon to take these from concept to what you see here. There's also an incredible marketing team who works with us in-house. Allie and Leo, shout out to them. Allie was very, very cool in that I was like, it should be these poses. And she was like, all right, cool. And so we just kind of just followed the direction that I had suggested, which doesn't always happen. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've probably been one of the bigger advocates for 2003 inside of the company, just because these are the turtles that I grew up with as a kid. I was 13 when these hit, so it was like prime time for me. Obviously, I'd watch the kid, the 87 turtles as a little kid, but this one was dark, this one was cool. It had an obnoxious theme song, like it was like in your face. And so these are the ones that I've been wanting for a very, very long time. Yeah.
Where is Super 7 right now in terms of all of the different iterations of Turtles? I mean, obviously I guess the bread and butter was that first original cartoon, though, right?
Mm-hmm. And then we have the reaction figures as well. And then there's even like that Super Cyborg Krang or whatever. But I mean, this is probably like our third or fourth version of the brothers at this point. So.
Yeah, again, the version we've been waiting for, because I also grew up with these right here, you know, and Shredder was a Utrom and all that.
Mm-hmm. Spoilers for
Sorry,
a 21-year-old for a show that can drink now. Yeah.
Shout out to the Toy Migos viewers for not giving you a moment to breathe. And as soon as they were talking about these, they were like, "Well, where's 2012?"
Oh my God! Yeah,
I know. That's you know, I'm gonna quote Mr. Flynn, who again his birthday was yesterday, so go wish him a belated
happy birthday to Flynn.
Flynn.
Yep. You know, can we get you the 2003 Turtles first?
Yeah,
like,
that was wild.
Can we finish doing these first? And
No,
then we'll talk 2012.
Same time.
It was an overwhelming amount of comments like, "When's 2012? When are those gonna happen?" Like, bro, come on,
dude, we just got here. Like,
chill out, bro.
We just got these. They're not even in hands yet.
Yeah.
So, are these going to actually be available to purchase at STCC?
So these will not be available to purchase at Comic-Con, but if all goes according to plan, we might have some prototypes to show off in person at San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice that the pre-order closes on Tuesday, July 30th, which happens to be the Tuesday after Comic-Con for
that's great.
No apparent reason.
Okay.
So you have a good long while to think about it, make your decision. And obviously, as usual, if you order directly from us, you get the bonus super pack with the alternate head sculpts that are pulled directly from the intro that Fabio and I know and love so much.
Yeah, it was an obnoxious theme song. That's the best way to put it.
It's very much of the era.
Yeah,
like I love it. Very similar to this intro is if anybody's familiar with Power Rangers Time Force. It's like also super in your face. Like it just starts with some dude screaming like Time Force, Time Force. And you're like, oh my god, I get it. Same with this one. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, thank you, great. Time for Turtles. Yeah, exactly.
Like you'd be in the other room making a peanut butter and jelly. Be like, oh no,
there it is. Oh god. Yeah.
Cap lifts. It's a shell of a time. Come on.
It's a shell of a time. There you go.
Yeah,
sorry,
they were,
honey, no discounts on
edgy
these.
On this one. They would say things like "shell, yeah." Ooh, no.
I know. Yeah.
Careful.
Pain in the shell.
Who did? I like vaguely remember this one, but who did the voices and stuff like that?
Oh man, we just talked about this on Toy Migos last night. Because Mikey, the Mikey in this show is like probably the Mikey I hear in my head all the time because he's very like, whoa, guys, like cowabunga, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it turns out that dude's name is Wayne Grayson. Like Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson.
Right.
Yeah, Wayne Grayson. That's
pretty
wild.
Badass name. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
But I'm not familiar with the other actors. I probably should be. So.
Yeah, I know you've been working on these for a while, but I mean, how much convincing did it take to do this all new articulation scheme?
You know, I can say some or not at all. It felt like the right time. It's a brand new iteration of the Turtles. It's all new designs. Like you can't reuse any of the previous bucks that we had.
Right.
And you know, it's a more modern take. And I realize that some people don't believe that, you know, reasoning or whatever, and you're gonna believe what you want to believe. But like we just felt like, okay, these are new. There's more modern collectors, more modern connections to this. So like let's try this out. And, you know, if it goes well, then, you know, theoretically that could translate into other figures as well with more articulation, like double joints.
When you say other figures, you mean like going deeper into the show with the villains?
Into the show with the villains and, you know, possibly adding articulation schemes like that to other licenses that we have as well.
Nice. Nice.
Which would be very cool.
Yeah. I personally very much want a Shredder from this version of 2003 because he is like 11 feet tall and just covered in blades. It's pretty wild. So
Yeah, that's my like visual image of Shredder as well. And this
With
like
the
foot
long
logo
belt.
is my foot logo too, which is like the 3-prong sort of foot. Yeah, that'll be fun if you get to do some of those.
Yeah, I hope so. So far, so good. Sales and reception have been very strong.
Nice
on these, so I'm very pleased with these, and I appreciate everybody showing their support so far. I realize it's only been up for a day or so, but it's been very, very good. So,
is this one of the things that you really, really personally want to do? What else did you really were you really invested in that you guys have done already?
Oh, like other figures that
Yeah, like personally, like things that were just like, you know what, this is my shit.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm a big Ghost fan, so getting to do all the Ghost and heavy metal stuff is a big deal for me. The Turtles 2003.
There, but you do have a Ghost Ultimates up right now.
We do have a Ghost Ultimates up right now. Big fan of this band. I think Fabio has tickets to go see his movie. He's not going with me though. Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry, man. No, I'm trying to get my lady to like Ghost now. I'm
there. You
passing on.
We live 100 plus miles away from each other. It's fun.
You guys want to know something interesting? My best friend was in charge of organizing like the Ghost Museum, like that they would do when they would go on tour.
And, that's cool. Yeah, the lounge or whatever.
Yeah, because they had
the lounge.
Oh, it was like a pop-up thing that they would do.
Yeah,
and it was
so like the VIP lounge. It's like $700 a ticket, but there's like a mini museum, and it has like open caskets of all the previous singers and stuff.
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's pretty wild.
That was my best friend's thing. He set it all up. He also did the Tupac Museum.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And it was really sick. He'd given my girlfriend's like a huge fan of Ghost, so for Christmas he gave her all of the prayer cards that came like from every stop of the tour, and like it was really, really sick.
Nice.
Really nice.
Got any extras? You got any more of those prayer cards?
Trust me, she wishes. She was like, "This is it. You didn't get more."
And I don't know if you guys time this, like this on purpose, but this is the Papa you will see in the movie in theaters right now this week.
Yep, it is. Yeah.
This is as I say, this is my Papa right here.
Every move is planned.
Yeah,
that's
I love
what I'll
it.
say.
Very good, sir.
So.
This is Jimmy Kimmel Papa right here.
That's right. Yeah.
he's gonna die soon, right?
Who knows? We're gonna go see you got to go see the movie to find out, Rick.
Oh, movie!
It's so. For context, it's like a concert film. Kyle and I went to the Forum shows last year, September 11th and 12th, and it was a specifically like no cell phones. You got to like check them in or leave them in your car or whatever.
They're in these like electronically sealed like pouches or whatever. You couldn't pull them out if you brought your phone in with you.
And it was because they were doing footage, with cameras and cranes and everything for this film that's out now.
For the film, okay. That makes sense.
So it's cool to First of all, it was great to just see a show and not be like feeling like I gotta like take video and shit and be on my phone during it.
Yeah.
But when you watch it on film, obviously it's gonna look great because you're not gonna see like 1,000 phones in the air.
Fabio's gonna go watch it and then call in for his like SAG dues, like, "Yo, I'm on screen. Where's my?"
I'm gonna watch the movie and then record the movie because I didn't get to do the actual show.
I know.
And then on top of that, it's like there's a narrative like woven through it. So from the clips that I've seen, like Papa will like sing his parts and then he'll like go backstage for a sec and then come back out when he has to sing again. And we get to see what happens when he's backstage for those.
There's a very interesting article in the LA Times about how they did all that with Alex Ross Perry.
Yeah,
apparently they shot all of those behind the scenes parts in New York because he lives in New York and he knows people who work in New York and like he film it cheaper there, and like so they recreated the back of the stage in New York and like filmed those segments there and then sliced them in. It was very interesting.
It's funny that you mentioned that too, because so when I went to the Ghost pop-up when they were in town for the Grammys last year, it was like an exhibit because they did like this mockumentary film. So it was like an exhibit of all like the props from the movie, and it was like about the 1960s incarnation of Ghost or whatever. It's all in lore or whatever. So Alex Ross Perry directed that mockumentary as well. And Robert Kolodny is the cinematographer, I think, or editor, and he was at this pop-up too. So I got to like chatting with these dudes, and thanks to Kyle, actually, I was like, I brought action figures, and I was like, hey, I'm here to take photos for Super 7 of this pop-up or whatever. And then I got to meet them, and I was like, hey, so if you guys ever got like any projects in town, like we're local, I work in the industry, let me know. And he's like, oh yeah, we're New York based, we don't really have anything in LA. So I'm glad you said that because I was gonna be really pissed if they did this whole fucking ghost movie at the Forum right here. And
No, they did not. No, they shot it in New York. Yeah, so,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
I
Either way, this is my papa right here. This was
That's
a
right.
day 0 pre-order, sir.
There you go. Year 0 pre-order. So
Year 0 pre-order. That's right. And we were talking about Godzilla -1 earlier too, because I finally saw it.
yeah. Yeah, got -1 was a big deal for me. I love all the Godzilla stuff too. Boog. So he's -1's very cool. That's like there was something pretty surreal, like working on a Godzilla figure for a movie that's in theaters, releasing at the same time. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I've talked about it on other podcasts before, but like Godzilla is sort of the reason I picked up a pencil as a kid. And so like being able to work on him and like kind of give back to the community that like, you know, help start the career I have now is pretty rad. So I sort of like it all, really, you know, heavy metal, Godzilla. I do Power Rangers too, big into that. Turtles, all that fun stuff. So.
Speaking of Power Rangers, Poncho's saying thank you for the Dragon Zord in the comments as we speak.
Oh, nice.
I saw that. Yeah, you're welcome.
Kyle, what else is in your personal collection back there? What else are you digging right now, collecting?
I got a lot. So I dabble in some 1/6. Like I have some Hot Toys and like you know, Mondo Doomslayers in here. I got the Four Horsemen, the Anubis guy recently.
Nice.
Love this
guy.
guy.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, I love like mythology and Greek mythology and that kind of stuff. So I have Egyptian mythology stuff. I have like there's like those third party like Greek god guys there.
Oh, those are
I
awesome.
do those. Yeah, just a bunch of little things here and there.
Did you get any pre-order any of these? What's that other one we were following, Fabio? With the
Savage Crucible.
Yeah. I have the black one.
Yeah, I got to mess with it.
Fabio was over and he posed it. It's still in that same.
Oh, really?
Wherever it is.
Oh, sick! I love that. I'm flattered.
Yeah, so he's over there. I just picked up. I kind of get everybody's turtles. I just picked up my Toon Turtles for the first time. I got the Pizza Club ones. So nice. I now have all 4. Yep.
What do you think of today's turtles? Those ones they announced for Comic-Con.
Oh, I think they're great. I think it's a perfect exclusive. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, you like that, Poncho? Somebody likes them. You like that, Poncho? He hated it. Spoiler alert.
Don't use me for your like crusade against Poncho.
No,
like,
no. He told me backstage, Poncho, he wanted me to single you out, but he didn't want to have to do it. So I stepped up for him. It's okay. They look kind of goofy. It's okay.
Yeah. In addition to that, I have a lot of Godzilla stuff, but I also have like some Safubi stuff. Like I got this for my birthday from a friend.
So cool.
So this one's pretty rad. Burning Godzilla is my favorite Godzilla. So there's like a charm to it, and especially if you know like process, like these are all hand pulled out of molds and hand painted and that kind of stuff, and they're very like
that's vinyl.
They're almost like art projects. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I dig that. The artist in you really could dig that. I get that.
I feel like that's one of the best vehicles for a Godzilla. I love all the fucking weird Sofubi stuff they do.
Yeah, and it was
Godzilla. I think last year the fucking huge crystals.
Yeah, I have the normal one somewhere, but yeah, it was my friend. You guys know Attack Peter from Mondo, right?
Yeah.
He had a great quote. I don't think he said it anywhere. I think we were just like hanging out one day, and he was like, "Godzilla is an avatar for creative expression," and I was like, Yeah, he kind of is. Like you can basically do no wrong with Godzilla. You can redesign him a billion times. You can paint him in wacky colors, and he's always gonna look cool.
You can put him next to Matthew Broderick. That's never.
That's right. That's right. Always good. Hey man, talk all the smack you want. Like I liked that movie as a kid. I was like 8 years old, and I bought all the toys. Cool. I had all that stuff. It was great. So it was the first Godzilla movie I saw in a theater.
It wasn't until I was a teenager that everybody told me that they hated it. I was like, yeah. Me too.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it. I fucking hate that movie. Sucks, dude. Ferris Bueller.
I saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw that in theaters too.
Hell yeah,
it was pretty good. I dug it. I gotta go watch this -1 though.
Yeah, I will die on the hill of the first 30 minutes of that movie are amazing. Like building up. Like there's the dude holds the lighter in front of the old dude's face, and he's like scared and stuff like that, and then like. The spikes and like the dock starts blowing up and you don't see anything yet. Like that stuff is amazing, and then it goes from there.
and then he's like delirious and crazy. He's just like Godzilla, just over and over.
Yeah, he's super scared like that.
It
Like
was
there was like a
cool,
lot of like mood building to that, which
Yeah.
is really impressive. But whatever. All
But
good.
yes, -1 I think is probably the actual like best modern Godzilla film. I didn't see the Godzilla the
Shin
King Kong.
Godzilla. Oh,
No,
King
I
Kong
didn't
one.
see Shin either, but I also didn't see like it's confusing because almost within like 2 months of each other,
Yeah.
there was 2 Godzilla films in theaters, and you're like, oh, did you see
Mhm.
Godzilla? I was like, oh yeah, with King Kong, it was awesome. No, but yeah, I didn't get to see that one. I'm waiting for it to hit streaming finally.
Yeah, no,
But
that one's
already.
fun. That one's fun on its own
Mhm.
merits. It's interesting that we're in like another world of like now the like American Godzillas are like the Showa ones where it's like goofy and like Kong has like an infinity gauntlet and
Yeah.
like little monkey buddy and like all that stuff, and then
Yeah.
like Godzilla, like Japan's like very serious like allegory for like World War II and atomic power again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but again,
Yeah.
avatar of creative expression. You can whatever you want to do with Godzilla, like it works. And I just bought a comic at the store recently. I went back to my LCS recently, and I bought a comic called Godzilla Skate or Die. I don't know what it's about.
Dude, that's
Oh
what
my
it's-
god!
It's got Godzilla and a dude doing like a kickflip on the cover. It looks
Oh,
awesome.
no.
I don't
the
care.
old NES
Okay,
game,
all right.
Skate or Die. That's amazing.
Enough of this small talk. Let's get down to brass tacks. All right.
Yeah. All right. What's up?
When are the Super 7 Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee's colorways coming?
that'd be good. No,
Yeah,
the discussion starts today. How's that?
All right, cool.
So.
Just saying. I
You
just
know
have
that
to-
they're intentionally supposed to look just like the movies. It's
Yeah, but they look like a
the
video
colorway's
game.
not that different. I don't know. You
Talking
want
about
like a
GameCube
Lara Croft 64-bit like
Yeah.
Destroyer or something like that.
I want Jaguar, and I want it to look like I could cut myself on him.
You guys are talking about the GameCube game, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, dude.
Oh fuck yeah! I thought so. I
I
was
played
like,
that
we're-
game too. Yep.
We're talking
I
game.
feel like if Godzilla is for creative expression, then I think most of the things that I ended up liking was because of fighting games. 'Cause
Sure.
I got into Godzilla through that game. I got into Naruto through Clash of Ninja.
Mhm.
So I got into general just violence and mayhem through Mortal Kombat. So
Yeah.
all of that I think adds up. I
Oh,
wanted to
man.
bring it up just to get your thoughts on it real
Yeah.
quick because I have it. The NECA, I thought they had finished revealing their exclusives, but one of the bits of news we have today is that they had their
That's your
final
problem.
reveal.
You
Silly
think you know your
Fabio,
ex-
you should know that they're always going to do a turtle exclusive.
Yeah,
Wow.
you think you know your ex, but she's changed. Okay, it's not the
Yeah.
same. Different person.
What if you just saw them again and they were better?
There you
But I guess I should have just read the fine print on the last one because it didn't say final. This one does.
there you go.
So this is the Mirage Comics Eastman and Laird first appearance Turtles.
Very cool.
What do we think of this?
Wow.
Like you said, it's a perfect exclusive. It's an easy pass. But
That's not what I mean.
No, yeah.
I'm
Exclusive
saying
should
it's a
always be
perfect exclusive
something
because of
that's
that.
exclusive should always be something that's like inessential, but you still would like to own it, kind of.
It's a fine line to try and walk.
Yeah.
Because I try
Absolutely.
and walk the same line, or we do, with the super packs, right? You want something that's compelling enough to convince you to buy it, but inconsequential enough that completists won't feel like they have a incomplete collection without it.
Mhm.
So
also
it's a difficult
But
balance.
if they were completists, they would have it, regardless of whether it feels complete or not. Sorry,
you know,
that's-
I don't need your semantics here
That's dark
on your own
Fabio.
show. Thank you
My
very
bad.
much.
That's
Well,
that's where my mind goes. That's how I am
Yeah.
picturing this. Like, oh, if I'm a
What's
turtle,
what's the street saying? What's some of the comments saying there?
you know, it's some people are big enough turtle fans that they feel like this is necessary. You know,
I think it's cool because like it shows the history of the brand. You know, if you're into art history, brand history, pop culture history. Like there's a little bit of that in this, which is fun.
it's a fun standalone piece for sure. It doesn't like need to go with anything. You know,
yeah, and you know, it's like I said, for me, these exclusives should be something like inessential almost.
Hmm.
I can see,
But it-
a Punker Mike or a Michael
Oh, yeah.
Vlad going crazy on something like this.
Big
Yep.
Punk Mike, I love that guy.
Yeah, I can see Punk and Mike messing with that for sure. What was I gonna tell you?
Oh my God, Kyle, you got a guy here asking, nod your head yes or no, if you would ever whoop whoop and make ICP ultimates. What's
I personally will not be doing that. Thank you.
Hocus Pocus, Joker's Ride.
Dude,
No.
what about the
No, thank you.
Fago? They have to come with Fago.
Is that Fabio's burner account? Did he write that on the side?
Maybe.
Nuts.
Maybe, huh?
Hey man,
What
I
is
got
that?
mad clown love. Everybody knows it.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any more questions for me about the Super 7
This-
turtles?
This
Yeah, yeah.
whole-
Talking about our competitors' turtles. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
love you guys. Trevor, Blaine, Randy, you guys crush it. It looks great. I can't
Yeah.
wait to get mine.
Yeah, let's get back to the juggalos and juggalettes in the chat. Am I right?
Let's not.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Wicked Fact. Oh, I guess Jason S is right. You'd have to license Fago separately.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Kyle,
you
get on
would.
it. Start
You
it.
would.
Hurry up.
No, you would, which means that the costing doesn't work out. Sorry, Rick, I tried.
Oh.
Can't do it.
I don't know what to say.
Can't make it work.
Just make
Yeah.
it say fake go on the label.
Fake go. Oh man.
We have done stuff like that. Like if anybody remembers the Andre the Giant figures, like Reaction and Ultimates, like
Mhm.
we just did like fake beer labels that just said beer, but it looked like whatever, like Canadian or like Budweiser, but it was like in a font that looked like that just says beer, so you can
I love that.
avoid that.
Beer-wiser.
I know. Yeah, Neca did
were,
that with one of the movie turtles. You know, the licensing during the movie was like big Domino's promotion, and I guess Domino's didn't want to do it or whatever. So the fake name they went with is Dom and Nose with like an
Damn.
ampersand.
Terrible.
Ways, baby. There's ways.
Yeah,
Bro,
man.
we're reaching
Thread the needle.
we're
JoeFest.
reaching Chinese third-party names over here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we got a perfect question from a cast member who sadly cannot be here right now because he's
Oh,
helping the life that him and his wife brought into the world.
Mhm.
Poncho's asking, can you dive a little bit deeper into the ab crunch? I know it has it, but a lot of people are unfamiliar with your game.
Sure.
Let them know.
My-
Put them on
my-
notice.
My
I don't
your
know.
game.
I'm sure you've heard
What's
a lot
that
of people hitting you with like, this thing's not gonna move. But I heard you last night, and you're saying they're wrong.
Yes, that's correct. So the let me pull it up, Fabio. The front shell torso and then the back shell torso, those are both going to be soft. So there's a structure underneath that has the diaphragm cut and the move, and you can swivel and ab crunch and all that stuff. Very similar to kind of how Storm executes some of that. If
Oh,
anybody's familiar with those
They do the rubber
those kind of
overlays,
torsos, yeah, the rubber overlay, but then there's like the structure underneath that has
That is
the
interesting.
articulation. There'll be some limitations to it just because there's plastic thicknesses, there's resistance, like there's physics to it, but like it should move pretty well. We've tested some of that stuff. So
Yeah, from what I heard Brandon say yesterday was that it's completely different, right? People are saying, well, the old ones had that, but this isn't like any of the ones you've done before.
no,
right?
we've looked at the old ones. I have my RAF here. We took a good look at the old ones, or they're not old. They're 5 years old or whatever. The first ones, the previous ones. We took a good look at the previous ones and said, what do we like? What don't we like? What can we improve on? So we worked on getting the maximum range that we could on that, while still maintaining the aesthetics. That's a huge part of the Super 7 brand identity is aesthetics, but also trying to get increased range of motion on these. Obviously, we're including double joints here. Like I said last night, we did probably 4 or 5 iterations of what those elbows and knees look like. The straps on the elbows, like they were much thicker the first time, and I was like, no, thinner, like more range. So this is kind of the max we got without like basically erasing them completely. So we really tried to push it to the max.
And are those
here.
kind of that soft rubber too?
They should be. So the elbow pad part will be, and then these parts are going to be sculpted onto that like I call it the little sausage, because there's like a little like hot dog shape in the center, and then the discs with the pins are in that little hot dog shape, and then they both stick out into the arm and the forearm.
Yes.
Very similar to some other
double insert, right?
Yeah, double insert. Yeah, some other turtle figures that are out there. So,
when are you guys thinking collectors going to have these in hand exactly?
Right now, the plan is February 25. So
Okay.
They're already at factory. We're already working on that.
Hell yeah.
Obviously, pre-order closes in July, but you can start with factory a little bit ahead of time.
Nice.
That stuff.
Now, maybe we've answered this in terms of just the articulation, kind of shifting the budget in one direction. But of course, you guys are kind of known also for having so many like scene specific accessories and just like a lot of different things with the ultimates in
A
general.
lot of little Easter eggs that were happening.
Is that because of the articulation, or I know some people have commented about that.
Well, there's a little bit of that where you're trying to focus on a whole new system. You have to tool everything brand new, all that stuff. Like, so there is cost associated with that. But there's also feedback from certain collectors who it's like, I don't need all this like stuff. Like, just make good figures. Just focus on this. So like,
I have heard that too.
We pared it down a little bit, sure, but they all come with the cell phone. They all come with all of their weapons that they need, and like some of them have bonus stuff. Like Mikey has the spin effects because that's his like main thing in that show is he's always spinning them, and the other ones spin it too. But like you have to balance your costs wherever you can. So, but yeah, it is more about just like all new articulation, like focusing on making good figures. But there's also like the reality that's kind of harsh, but like. It's 2024. When we made the first 4 turtles in an Ultimates, it was 2019. It was pre-COVID. Like, costing is completely different and higher now than it was back then. So it's kind of sometimes it's difficult to compare that time to now, just because the way that manufacturing has been priced and changed is so radically different.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot on the show in terms of even how people were spending during that time too.
Oh yeah,
we were just at home going nuts, buying everything. Like so.
There's basically no just one reason why this doesn't have a little bit more accessories like the old ones. There's multiple factors. Obviously, you completely designed these from the ground up. They have much more articulation than anything before has, and like you said, the cost of production is just completely different. You know.
And something I just noticed that's cool. The C grips all have the vertical hinge. That's cool.
That's correct, because they're all weapon holders. So exactly. And I was and it took there was like a day where I was like, cell phone, vertical. Okay, we can.
Yeah.
I don't need to like have like one horizontal and one vertical. You can just do.
Who's doing the all your photography right now?
Johnny Sergeant Bananas does all of our photography, but gotcha. These are all renders. None of these.
I was about to say these are all renders.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I totally forgot that Johnny was working with you guys. That's right.
Yeah. He's been there. Since 2020. He was in the office for it was like something like 11 days, and then everything hit, and then we all work remote. So.
Yeah, Kraft collects. He just said himself. These are all renders. These aren't even. He said they look like pre-positioned, but they're not possible.
Okay.
They're renders. Cap Lives was asking, will there be accessory packs for these? You know, since you weren't able to put it in the with the figures proper, like Sword of Tengu or comics for Mikey.
Right. Yeah. I mean, somebody else also brought up the bike and helmet for Raph.
Yeah.
I'd be into that. I would say if you want to see accessory packs, like you got it's kind of crass to say it, but you got to vote with your wallet. Like, show people you want it by supporting it. It's sometimes that's not fair, but that's kind of the language that companies understand.
That's the nature of the business.
And even one thing we talk about on here that I think agree we like is the idea of DLC coming with future figures down the line. What's to say I don't know, an April or something couldn't come with a head with hard eyes or something.
I'd be into that. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking time out of my day from playing the new like Elden Ring to talk to you guys. So
Are you in the shadow of the Earth Tree, brother?
I gotta go respec. I turned it on the other night and I was like, I don't remember. I have no memory of this place.
Yeah.
How do I play this? I forgot. Dude,
my friend started a whole new character just so he could remember how to like play the game.
Yeah, I probably should have done that, but it was so much.
I'm parked right at fucking Moog's egg and just waiting to buy it. But yes.
Oh yeah.
And just for clarification's sake, do these all share the same bodies?
They all share the same body, but they obviously have different belts, different weapons. Because Leo is a little bit different because he's got the sheaths, and then Donnie has there's a little loop in the back if you look at the 3D turn where you can slot the staff into the back of the belt.
Kind
of stuff. But then like Raph and Mikey just kind of fits in between the like negative space between the belt and the side of the shell, so they can all store their weapons too.
Henrock says he's playing Elden Ring while watching us right now.
Oh, bro.
Multitasking. 40 chests over here.
He's getting
Right.
good, kid.
Cap Lives is asking, do you have any interest in doing the fast forward figures? I know that's a controversial part of the show, but he's still.
Oh, with like the like future gear stuff. Like I'd be into that if there's like a demand for these. Like I think it'd be great. So
yeah, and just so they know, obviously ordering through your site is the best just because you get those extras and whatnot, and that's where you see the best numbers. But like, if people couldn't afford to shell down right now, would you still get like good response like on the line if you were pre-ordering through?
Very good, Rick.
It still helps us out if you pre-order through Big Bad or Amazon or anything like that.
Okay.
Obviously, the best way to support us is to order directly, and we're trying to reward that with the bonus super pack and the extra heads and whatnot. But I totally understand that's not how everybody likes to operate. But they will be available through other retailers. So pick your poison, pick your preference, and buy your Ninja Turtles. And remember, you have it's something like 40 days between now and July 30th or something like that to pre-order. So there's plenty of time to decide if you want these or not.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I don't think we mentioned on these, all of the tassels, you can pull them out and swap them out. So like, see, he's got like kind of like neutral tassels there, but then like the alternate has like kind of flowing tassels. You can pull those out, rotate all that, and kind of like make your preferred, sort of action sequence looking tassels.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So, all right, that's good.
You want to look still blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm always down for blowing in the wind for sure, but
there you go.
There's a little bit longer on the like neutral ones, which I think is nice too.
Shelf Presence is saying, I'm going to grab the 2003 Turtles to support the articulation, and because Kyle said he would do 2012 Turtles next. He said it. He did it. That's what he said.
Sure. Whatever it takes to get you to pre-order. How's that?
Yeah.
I would love to do 2012, but again, that only comes from like, hey, like the 2003 Turtles did well. What other iterations could we do?
Right.
Those conversations only get to happen if these lines are a success. So.
And I was gonna say, I'd rather see you guys like live in this world for a little bit before we move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Dude, we've done 11 waves in the other world.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's get
what
these waves, man. Come on.
we can do at least that much with 2003 if the sales are there.
I hope 2003 gets to the point where I feel like I'm at with regular Turtles, and especially now with Thundercats. Literally what I said last week. Thundercats is at the point I have no idea who any of these people are. I hope 2012.
Man, you're not freaking out about Robert Bill?
Yeah, come on, baby.
No, I guess not.
Did you just make that up?
Robot Koala?
I'm freaking out trying to figure out who the hell he is.
Last week about these. Come on.
Yeah, man.
And this guy's an army builder? Crazy. Oh,
he is. He's an army builder for his jazzercise class.
That's the equivalent of like expanded universe, Star Wars.
Exactly. When are we getting? Oh yeah, Star Wars Black Series team. When are we getting Luke, the 2U Luke, the evil clone?
Oh my!
Come on!
Oh my gosh!
I hope we get to that point with 03 Turtles because that series went deep, and going into Fast Forward, that would be.
I want an Ultimates Hun because he would probably be like 12 by 14 by 8, just pure plastic brick, like absolutely demolish the environment to make a figure that big and thin.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dude, Cap Lives is right though. Shredder himself could carry this line. There's 500 versions of him.
That's true. And there's the Karai Shredder. You get the one with like the Utrum in the chest. And there's it's like the dragon version or whatever with like the red blades and stuff. And it's crazy.
Yeah, and obviously I asked yesterday, but we got to get a Casey Jones Fabio.
That's true. Yeah.
Hey man, if you got to take some pictures, some reference to like get a good hair sculpt, you just let me know.
I'm just gonna call up Adam and get your scans.
There you go.
That's cool.
That's easier.
I don't even got those.
I could just skip right past you.
That's right. We're not cutting you a check.
So. That's right.
No. Well, you shouldn't have to because Disney owns me.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, Cyber Shredder too, of course.
Cyber Shredder. Yeah. I mean, cool.
Yeah. What's up with the finish on these weapons? Are we going for like a real shiny metallic, a little more dull?
I'd say metallic. Yeah, they should be like. They're not going to be like vac metal because that's like a little too much. But if you have, the previous turtles, it's probably going to be that same metallic gold and silver paint that we have. So
yeah, and even comparing to the original turtles, which were more based on those original Playmates releases, you're obviously getting it feels like you're getting less with this because there's not like the tree of like the accessories you got to pull off,
the absurd amount.
Well, that wasn't like that didn't really come with those other like original 03 turtles, and so we didn't feel like it would make sense to translate that into this either. I do remember that those ones like came with like they would come with weird random weapons. Like Donnie comes with like a scythe that's like double-sided. It's like a fork that's like four-sided. It's like it's super long, and it's like why does he have this?
And they come with those accessories that like Mezco has. They're like knives shaped like a pizza.
Oh yeah. The bush
like
knife or whatever. Yeah.
It's like a knuckle almost.
I put the first turtles have the little thing in the back to hold that, but I put
wait, show that again. Sorry,
I put pizza back here. So he's got these little things here, but then I put the pizza in there.
Oh, there you go.
Gotta have the pepperoni and
yeah, man. Save it for later.
Around with the spare pepperoni.
That's right. Save it for later. So
do you think that you'll be able to have, even if they're gray, do you think you're going to be able to have prototypes at Comic-Con, or is that still a we don't know yet situation?
That is the plan right now.
Okay.
But anything can happen in 30 to 40 days. So.
Even if they gotta get shipped from LA and you need someone to make a drive down, you gotta get them.
I mean, I did that last year. It's not as fun as you think it is. So,
you guys will have everything else on display though. Like you'll have your extensive collection out there as per usual, though, right?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Obviously we haven't even revealed any of our San Diego exclusives yet. So
right,
those are all going to be there. There's going to be some new stuff.
Okay.
The plan is for these turtles, and then there's usually a pop up. Or two
downtown, right?
At San Diego. So who knows?
When you think we could expect the reveal for the exclusive?
Pretty soon, I think. Obviously, Comic-Con is right around the corner. I mean, almost is basically July's next week.
Yeah.
So
literally.
It's getting there. So I would say any day now at this point.
Okay.
Again, we have an amazing marketing team that I am not super privy to their timelines on. So
I was gonna say
I'm just as excited as you are. I know what they all are, but I'm excited to see how the reactions and how
I'm excited for the pop-ups, dude. I think Super 7, like, because they have a store in San Diego, does a really good job of theming the store out and making it a must stop. Does that make it a Michelin star place? Maybe.
We were talking about JoeFest before you came on. What are you guys doing at JoeFest?
Yeah, so there's a booth there. There's a couple exclusives like those guys. If you go to the Super 7 16th Street page, there you can see a picture of the booth, Fabio.
Oh, the
store page,
store?
16th
Okay.
Street, not the San Diego one, the 16th Street one.
Okay, let me see.
But so some T-shirts and stuff. I'm obviously not there because it's in Atlanta. But Flynn will be there along with a couple other people from the retail stores, just selling Joes and all that fun stuff. I think there's actually going to be some prototype stuff there for O-Ring, which we've talked about before. So it'll be first time seeing that stuff. But yeah, so that's the booth. It's 20 by 20. Like that our space includes all those cases back there too.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's a good time.
That's a big space, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody at JoeFest right now. Tim Smith said he was on the road to it. Somebody did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. All right.
I think High School Mike's going there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Super 7 teams there. Yeah. There's birthday boy Mr. Flynn back there setting up the case.
Birthday boy Flinny. There he is.
That couldn't be him in the camo shorts, could it?
It's the only thing he'll ever be in.
When partnerships like this work out so well, does it like make you and the rest of the team like, we should ask these people if we could make this next? Like, does that happen like around the office? Like, because obviously there's a lot of talk and like hype around these O-ring figures? Like
Sure,
I see it all
yeah.
the time. People ask us like whenever there's a new reveal, like talk about the O-ring figures they showed today. Like when things like this work out so well, does that like make you guys, whether it be Hasbro or somebody else, like want to reach out and like try to do something else with somebody like along these lines with like using a license or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, that old saying kind of holds true. Like rising tide raises all ships. Like the success of one line garners interest from other licensors or other manufacturers, and then that spurs partnerships and that kind of stuff. And you're always talking about, oh, it would be cool to do this, or oh, it'd be fun to do that. And usually, because we have been working together for so long, we kind of have a pretty robust team at this point. Like if somebody says like, I want to do this thing, somebody in the same room would be like, oh yeah, like I know that guy, we could probably do that and this. And so there's usually like a path forward that comes from those kind of conversations.
Hell yeah.
That's great.
We're not really in the same room anymore, though. We all work remote, so it's the same Zoom room, I guess. I don't know.
Sure,
that's even better. You don't got to leave your house.
Same flat. Yeah. No pants, just hanging out.
Just standing at a desk without pants.
I am wearing pants. Don't worry.
Yeah, I hear you.
So good. My bad. Good that it's just nice when like a company is there in an official capacity at one of these like smaller, very fan-driven cons or something like this.
Yeah.
We always try to do that kind of stuff. Like those are the most fun because you get to really connect directly with the fan bases.
Yeah.
So, I love Designer Con. That's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, there's a local
con. It's very quickly becoming one of the all-time great cons.
Yeah.
There's a local con here that you guys are always at. It's like a local San Jose toy show.
And San Jose Toy Show. Yeah. Quarterly. Yeah, I used to go there when I lived up there. So.
Yeah. You guys always have a good showing there, and it's nice to pick up things and not have to pay shipping. It's nice.
Trust me, I feel you. I live very fortunately like close enough to the San Diego store that like if I want stuff, like I go to the store.
Nice.
So I don't have to pay for shipping. So.
Oh, speaking of that store, I finally got my Reaction Black Falcon for Worstman.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Had to backtrack on that one, but got it.
Nice. What did I just get? I just got
oh yeah, the Hellfire one. I want it. I want it.
Really nice.
I don't know if it said. Do these glow in the dark? Him and the
no, but they're translucent. But they're
cool.
like basically the whole thing's translucent except for the black armor pieces, and so it catches light really nicely.
Oh, that looks so cool. Yeah. Let me. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Can we get a movie accurate Nemesis Enforcer? That's what they're asking. Epic Turkadowski.
I mean, anything's possible if there's enough of a demand. So.
And I guess that would be the answer for the next question too. Any chance of Iggy Pop or David Bowie Reaction and Ultimates? David Bowie.
David Bowie is like number one on the wish list for a lot of us. So
yeah,
I would very much like to do that. So
I want some. You got to start with the weird ones. Let's get some Glass Spider.
Iggy Pop would be great too. So, but yeah, I mean, I think you start with a Ziggy Stardust because that's the one, But then you go Thin White Duke. Then maybe you go somewhere else. Who knows? So,
Makinita Soba says the Papa Roaches.
Yeah, I mean,
I need all of Papa Roach as a band.
We will only make Papa Roach stage set. We will only make Papa Roach as a last resort.
There you go.
No.
Yeah. No. It sucks, doesn't it, Fabio? It hurts.
No. Is that what it feels like to hang out?
Yeah, it's the worst to talk to you.
No, the one you just showed is the worst.
That's
this
right.
Is Papa Roach. We're talking.
God. And he took the power back.
Oh my god.
Well, unless there's anything else that I know you've got a schedule of your own to keep.
Sure.
So anything else we wanted to mention? Now would be the time. Any more questions?
Yeah, hit me up with a few more questions while I'm here. I'm going to wrap up here. Just want to take again the time to thank you guys. Thank everybody who has supported the line so far. Obviously, we wouldn't have been able to do the 2003 Turtles without people supporting the line for 11 waves so far. We're in wave 12 now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is crazy. And again, I just want to reiterate how important it is that I mentioned that like this is a team effort. Like I'm just fortunate enough to talk to you guys because I know you guys. I've done this before, but like There's hundreds of people who put thousands of hours of work into this. Licensing team, engineering team, our packaging designers, our painters, our sculptors, our art directors, our licensing people. Like, all of that adds up to the figures that you see. It's not just one person, one team doing it. It's many teams coordinating across the globe to make the figures that you know and love. So I've said it before on other podcasts. It's a goddamn miracle anybody gets anything like ever made, because there's so many things that could go wrong. There's so many things that have to go right, all that stuff, a lot of moving parts. So like getting them in hand, like every single one of your figures like went on a journey you have no idea about, so try and keep that in mind as you're thinking of writing your negative comments. I don't know, that got dark real quick, but that's not what I was trying to do. So it's been a lot of fun talking to you guys, and,
but it needs to be said,
it's a cool team effort. Yeah, exactly. Huge team effort. Big props to the entire Super 7 team who's worked on these for long time. It feels good to have them finally come out, and to have the reception be so positive, because that doesn't always happen. I think it was roughly the same time last year that I was being lambasted for being a visionary and making my Rat King sexy. I was ahead of the sexy rat boyfriend before everybody else was.
And it's funny, you took it away and now everybody wants it back.
Right.
That's what happens.
I've taken it away and everyone's like, wait, we were just joking.
Psych.
Yeah, if anybody has questions, hit them up in the comments and we'll try to get to them.
Yeah, just some final comments here. Cap Lives is saying, thanks for never giving up on making this line possible. Your passion for this iteration of Turtles is clear.
Thank you, Cap. It's very kind.
Good guy. We got Felipe saying, where's Tupac? I think a lot of people would love that.
Yeah, Tupac would be great.
Yeah,
we got a Biggie. Great. We got many iterations of Biggie. Tupac's makes the most sense to do next.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
Would
especially because Kendrick just dressed like him.
Was that a hint of things to come?
It's whatever you want.
It's whatever we want, baby.
Are you new at this? What?
Kaplan says,
I wonder if Felipe is the guy. There's a guy on every single Facebook post we ever make. Mm-hmm. Posts a GIF that says "Where's Tupac?"
Oh my god!
Every single post.
I feel like I know who that is personally.
That's the people in Instamashi's Instagram asking for more Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, where's Toji? This doesn't look like Toji.
You know what's funny? Kendall texted me this past week and was like, "All right, I'm going to start watching Jujutsu Kaisen this week." I'm like, "What?"
Did you tell her no?
No, I tell her go for it.
Kaboom is saying, "Can we get Spice Girls in reaction?"
Oh, I think that's one of my coworkers' burner accounts. I know.
Oh
my! They've been brought up before for sure.
Spice Girls doing well.
We need a Spice
Girls. There'll be a lot of secret collectors out there that'll purchase that and not tell it.
Spice Girls, I'd probably buy Spice Girl figures. We could do it like that. I need a 5-pack in the bus from the movie.
I was going to say, I grew up in a house where I was a middle child, so my older sisters would always put on that Spice Girls VHS.
Yeah.
And I'd buy them. I'd get down with it. A little sporty Spice, a baby Spice. Come on.
Mm-hmm. And then Jason S. says that Bobby Digital Ultimate looks amazing. Let's get some more RZA, please.
Yeah. Wu-Tang is for the children. I'd love to make
That's right,
baby.
We said it on this show last week. Let's get Raekwon in the Snow Beach jacket.
Oh, I would die if that happened, man.
Can you imagine, bro? Talk to Ralph. Tell Mr. Lauren that I came knocking.
Tell Ralphie Lore that we want it. Wrestling Hound is saying, when you make April from 2003, or if you do, I guess is a better way to put it, what version would you choose if you had the choice?
What version do you want, Hound?
There you go, Hound. Tell him, Hound.
And then Makinita, man.
Please.
We also say this all the time, man. Hopefully those MF Doom reactions did well, because.
Oh, did they do well?
They did exceedingly well.
Instant
where even I couldn't get one. So
yeah, I never got one. I never got one. It was sold out.
MF Doom is like actual Marvel Comics Doctor Doom canon now.
Right.
So yes, respect on the man's name. Ultimately,
I feel like the MF Doom is something that will really, or has really crossed over in terms of like, not typical toy collectors that are just real hip hop heads that just want a little mini Doom, So,
but chances are, if they're an MF Doom fan, they actually are a collector of some kind.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
a long time ago, I want to say in 2007 or 2006, there was like a vinyl figure of him made that's like really,
Yeah.
really expensive. So like people obsess over it, and
Yeah.
it would be
The
nice.
one
if
in the
you-
big jacket.
yeah, the
right,
one in the
with
big
shoulders?
jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only has like a swivel
Yeah.
at the
Bro, you
shoulders.
kidding
and he
me?
has, like,
There's fucking like rich skaters who will display an MF Doom Ultimate next to their MF Doom SB Dunks. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'd lose my mind for it. I'm afraid for how many I would have to buy.
Sure.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably geek out. I don't know.
That's how it's going to be the retirement fund. That's what it is.
This is official market research for you guys right here.
Perfect. And the best part is you recorded it. It's great. I can just submit
it's not bad to have this out there, right? Just we got Wrestling Hound is saying purple crop top and pants for April from season
from S1. Noted.
No, there you go. Hound, you heard it.
I don't know.
Cat Lives is
Yeah,
asking, are you selecting looks for the 03 series by seasons, or will you pick and choose from throughout the series if you get the chance?
You know, what I will say is the Turtles are very much season 1 Turtles, because obviously they get like crazier as you get to fast forward and other stuff like that. And like after season 6, they get like kind of even simpler, which I found would make them a little bit harder to do because they're like they're kind of so blocky, like they're very thick, and there's not a lot of like anatomy and stuff, so you can't like it's harder. I think personally, and this is probably my own limitations as a designer, it would be harder to hide articulation in those like big blocky forms.
Oh damn.
Whereas like the more like anatomy driven designs in the first season, like it's easier, and maybe it's just like maybe I lack imagination, who knows. But like it's easier for me to like, oh, the elbow joint goes there because that's an elbow, and the knee goes there because that's a knee. Like, but if they're like these big blocky ones, like in season 6, it can be like, I find it to be more difficult. Plus, for me, like you also have to think about like mind's eye. Close your eyes, think 2003 Turtles. What do you see? You see the cartoon. They're like a little bit chunkier. They're a little bit like buffer, and like more like anatomy. Like that's what I see, and that's I'm happy to say that like what I saw in my mind is what I think we have here in this wave. So that was a very long-winded way to not answer that.
It's good to state how you feel with things like that. You know, these guys, or not these guys, but anybody on the internet, they when they don't know the answer, assumptions get made, and they come to their own conclusions. When it's good to just say things how it is.
Yeah.
Ebony Leopard is saying, get Stan Sakai on the horn and get us an Usagi Yojimbo.
That would be dope. I got I think my Fury Planet Rabbit Samurai just delivered while we were on the phone here, so pretty excited about that.
The Rabbit Samurai, that's hilarious. I love those fake names, man.
Yeah,
this shit.
Oh, Fabio, you're muted, but you might be singing in like ultrasonic.
He was confessing. A deep dark secret.
I just didn't want to hear you open my Celsius can.
No, but I saw you hit yourself in the eye with it. Though. That was pretty solid.
You did?
You did.
I'm gonna rewatch this.
That was good. Splash zone, brother.
Dude, I gotta rewatch this, man. I gotta see Fabio get the.
I really was like, really, bro? Live right now.
Okay, you're hearing. I'd love to get
and Ebony Leopard, of course. I mean, you can tell that our audience really loves fucking 03 Turtles. Baxter Stockman is a matter of which version of him. Because they really put him through the fucking paces on that show.
Right. Yeah. He's got like the crazy like robot look too, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. So I think that'd be cool. So,
ooh, Casey Jones, 2003 cloth shirt for better articulation.
That's not a bad idea. That's
you got some nice bare torsos. I'm sure could work well.
Just make sure he looks like Fabio.
There you go. There you go. Oh yeah, brain in the jar.
Brain in the jar. That's the figure.
That's an accessory. There you go. It's easy. Look, we have to just make the brain in the jar. Be like, look, we made Baxter Stockman. Like, you don't have to make a whole figure now.
What more do you want?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good way to get different versions of him, man.
Somebody messaged me yesterday and was like, "Yo, where's Nano?" And I was like, "Why do you want Nano? Like, you get." All your blank stares tell me you don't even know who Nano is.
Who the hell that is?
Nano is from it's like episode 4 or 5. He's like this robot that's got like this weird like comedy tragedy mask on, but he like starts he like rebuilds himself. Yeah. He's like huge and stuff. Like it's like this little buddy guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nano's a weird one. It's not the like bingo card like I had there for like Nano? You want Nano? Like,
Yeah, I'd assume unless this
I expected
line,
to hear at least like one, like, yo, where's Hun? Like, come on, but whatever.
yeah, I'm assuming unless this line is like incredibly successful beyond your wildest dreams, that Nano isn't looking too hot.
Well, I was trying to think of like how to do that. Like, would Nano make sense as like a little buddy, a la like Screw Loose and Wingnut
Okay.
for like another character or
Oh,
something
nice.
like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Capitalist is asking Turtles Forever is a possibility.
Anything's possible if the sales are good enough, Cap.
There you go. Buy it, Brian.
And
Come
speaking
on.
of sales and where you can get these turtles, these are up on super7.com right now, up for pre-order.
Yep.
The next
220
days and 5 hours. So that is
40 days, almost 40 days and 40 nights.
days.
Let's go.
There you go.
That's
You
right.
heard it.
220 for the full set, which gets you the super pack. But also look at that right above that price. What does that say, Fabio?
Pre-order, free shipping, domestic.
Free shipping and domestic. Yeah,
Right.
we're trying to. We're hearing the feedback. We realize, some of that is hard on the wallet. So free shipping for a full set.
Wait a minute. Somebody's running shop pay on that website. That sounds
you
like
can do some instance
payment plans. Yeah,
a
man.
little payment plan situation. That sounds
Yeah.
good to
Oh,
me.
no.
And yes, like you said, you can get all 4 in the pack right now. But if you're just a Donnie fan like me and Kyle, maybe you just want Donnie for your Donnie collection.
What's the single prices there? I ain't got my
55 standard Ultimates price.
All right.
There you
standard
go.
price.
There you go. So up on super7.com. Get yourself a Papa 4 from Ghost while you're at it too.
That's right. Yeah,
That's about to close. Am I right?
What goes better with those 3 turtles than Papa?
that's right.
Papa John's, baby.
Just have a Kyle shelf in your display, just like Fabio.
Beautiful.
So.
Yeah, I do.
This one closes a little bit after 4th of July. So.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. A little more time, but just in time for the movie. If you happen to be in theaters this weekend and you see a skeletal man singing metal, then you're like, whoa, I want to check that out. And I also want to buy a figure of it. Well,
That's
here
right.
he is.
Commemorate your movie-going experience with Papa
Does it
Emeritus
count
the Fourth.
as your first ritual? If this is your first Ghost show, is this movie?
No.
No.
You heard it here. That's
I don't
official
think
word.
so.
That's Ghost canon now.
I only say that because a coworker asked me that, and it's like I'm mostly trying to give it like I'm just like just go. Like they always go to like Jersey and New York, like which is where he lives. It's like right there. He's like, oh, I don't want to go to Camden, and I was like, then you don't like Ghosts. Like, sorry. Like I'm sure I've heard Camden's not great, but like it's Ghost. Like, gotta go, man.
Yeah, Camden is kind of rough, bro.
I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but who's into rock and isn't used to going to some shifty, shady?
Oh, dude,
venues?
yeah, that's
what
the
about.
experience.
Bro, I went to Skid Row for like the heaviest Doom show of my life the other day. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta be ready for.
And Kyle himself is at Wadigadude on Instagram. Give him
that's
a
right.
follow
Good luck
for
spelling
sure.
that. So.
Can
That's
we
why it's up there, baby.
Can we expect before you go? Can we expect new stickers for Comic-Con or the older stickers? What are we looking at?
Oh man, you're right. I was just thinking I got to make new stickers, so
There you go.
I think I'm gonna work on that this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Maybe this guy, maybe this like icon here that Chamba gave me.
art.
That's I thought about doing like a die cut circle one for that.
Hell yeah.
But I also cosplayed as a Russian artist X-Man earlier this year too. So maybe we'll do something like that. Who knows? So just
Sky's the
gotta
limit, baby.
figure out what's up. Yep, exactly.
All right.
And short of all that, you'll see Kyle at the Super 7 booth in San Diego as well. So
That's right. Come say hi. Come grab a sticker. Yeah. Come see the turtles if they're there.
All right. Any more questions from the chat, real quick, before we let Kyle enjoy the rest of his night?
Whoa.
Snowcat says Streets is saying that Kyle is in Goats.
I don't know.
Let me start this over. Hang on. Streets is saying Kyle's is in GOAT contention.
Wow.
No.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
I don't know about that. So.
Yeah, I would say so. It's the streets, man. I don't know. You can't argue.
Can I flout my own flute one here a little bit more?
Do
a friend of mine sent me a picture of this book, Art of Metal, which obviously is like very, very Kyle, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, this looks like a cool book that you made." And so I was like looking through it, and it's really cool. It's like it goes by by genres. So it's like traditional, and then there's like a new metal page, and there's like a black metal page section, and there's doom and stoner.
Mm-hmm.
And all that fun stuff. Like, oh, look, here's like an old Ghost poster for their. I think that's their first U.S. tour, like stuff like that. So I love stuff like
when they were still opening for Mastodon.
Mm-hmm.
But now Mastodon opens for them.
I know, isn't that fun? So I was looking through it, and there's again, flouting my own flute here. I was taken aback today. I was surprised. So there's a whole page here of heavy metal toys.
Oh shit.
And I don't know if you can see that, but there's that
Slayer 3-pack.
Slayer 3-pack.
Yeah, dude, that's the one I can't get, bro.
I know. The other thing that's crazy, if you look at this, I know it's going to be impossible, but look at that. There's a quote in there from somebody. You recognize that name?
Whoa, that's your name.
Kyle?
That's the name that you are.
Wow.
Hey, that's me. So I don't remember.
You
I
had
don't remember
no clue?
giving a quote for that. I had no idea. No. I think if I remember correctly, like one of my coworkers, Bilu, shout out to Bilu, was like, "Hey, tell me about the Slayer thing," and I was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "What was the hardest part?" I was like, "This, blah blah blah," and that was like 2 or 3 years ago. And then I ordered this book. It shows up today, and I'm reading. I'm like, "What the hell?"
Wow.
Like that was pretty wild. So I was I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I said that. I'm just excited.
You should be, man. Congratulations. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
You did have 2 questions before you leave. Number one, will there ever be a new Ultimate Shredder like you did a flocked Splinter?
Well, we did that second one, the silver one, the silver and purple one. So would be a third one, maybe. Who knows? And
then the last question would be from Wrestling Hound. What a surprise, Wrestling Hound! Would Leatherhead from 2003 come with a lab coat, or do you think he's too big? If you ever did it.
I think it would just be a matter of prioritizing his accessory loadout. Like, is the lab coat essential to him, or would you rather have other hands or other heads or that kind of stuff too? So it just depends on what we think is best for that character.
You heard it, Hound. You heard him, Hound.
So, well, there you go, Kyle. Thanks for joining us today.
It's of course.
Actually, have you on the show. We talked about it for a while, but you're welcome on whenever you want. And
absolutely, I'm happy to come on
casually.
Yeah, we could get you on to just like hang with us and talk about other toys and stuff too. You don't
even have to talk Super 7 if you don't want to.
Kyle's very plugged into like all aspects of collecting too, so it would just be cool to get you on for unrelated to Super 7 stuff and get your thoughts.
Yeah, man. Happy to call me anytime, Little Sunshine. So
there you go.
Love it. I hope they play that on the movie.
They will. We were there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be all the songs, but yes. All right. They're going to play 20s. We're so excited. Ebony Leopard says you can be the substitute Poncho. That might be the best compliment you've gotten.
That might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
What a compliment, Ebony Leopard.
Well, good shit. Kyle, thank you once again for joining us. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you in just a month's time, and I got your poster right here for you.
That's right.
Oh, man. Oh, this comes in a frame, too? I didn't realize
I could get him in a frame, yeah.
Oh, it's not in one right now? Or it looks
it's just kind of resting.
That's fine. Don't buy me a frame. I'll buy a frame of my own. That's fine.
You're going to get a frame.
Thank you.
It's a late birthday gift.
Thank you.
All right.
Am I hanging up, or are we all hanging up? What's happening?
I will take you out.
Okay, goodbye.
Yes.
Bye, Kyle.
All right, say goodbye. Bye, Kyle.
Bye. Peace, Toy Soldier.
Peace.
Thank you.
Toy Soldier. Not the Peace Toy Soldier, Rick. That's my thing.
Sorry.
Originally, I made it up.
Sorry.
Anyway.
All right.
We need a Jason says we need a rotation of Poncho subs. Bro, I don't know if our bench is deep enough, quite frankly.
Yeah, we could do it, but we could get like all the Filipinos on here as a rotation. Like, Poncho's not available today. We'll get Mario. We'll get Machu. We'll get Chamba. We'll rotate out the best Filipinos in the community, baby.
The best Filipinos.
Yeah,
only the best.
But you have to bring Lumpias, and you got to share it with the whole cast.
Oh my God, that'd be insane. I'd gain all the weight I lost back.
No.
Everyone in colorful button downs.
Amazing.
We definitely got to go to that Mexican spot that we went to before. That shit was
Lucha Libre?
very good.
Yeah, thank Kyle for that one. That was a Kyle suggestion.
Wow, what a guy, Mr. Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I also told him the story of how we brought the La Vic sauce.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah!
Remember that guy next to us was like, bro, you guys got La Vic sauce?
Yeah.
We're pros, brother. All right.
It's not our first rodeo.
What are we doing, you guys? Think you guys want to just cut it off or talk anything
Yeah,
else?
let's come back next week and just a few like little quick hits. You know that
Yeah, I don't know. If
everything's going to be popping up this week. We're going to get a lot of
Exactly.
news this coming week in terms of reveals and companies getting ready for San Diego Comic-Con. So just hold tight. We're going to get a lot of stuff.
Because I'm sure people in the comments are going to be like, why don't you talk about the Figma stuff next week? We'll talk about it. There's a lot of cool stuff, and things are still trickling out. I feel like things are still trickling out of that Good Smile Fest, I think it's called, or Smile Fest in Japan. So maybe we'll get more pictures and like more information by next week, probably. So
yeah, P is again, he's here in astral form right now. He's got some stuff going on. So
yeah, he says there's an insane amount of import reveals, but honestly, P, we'd rather have you on to talk about all that.
Talk about all of that.
Otherwise, it's going to turn into it's the equivalent of you on the McFarlane segment.
Well, you see, Kevin says he's down to tag in whenever we lose Poncho to the light of his life. You know, it'd be great. We'll figure the ways out. And then I saw something. W's Down of Pop says LA Comic Con is October 4th through the 6th. Plays. That's a good little time.
Yeah, that's good.
W's Down of Pop. Yeah, maybe that'll be a good time.
I'll probably go. I think I can get a press badge for it.
Yeah, that's a good time of year. You know, a lot of times people tell me, but you should come to this con, and then I think of the time of year like it's usually like these random cons are like in November or something. I'm like, dude,
yeah, last year I think LA Comic Con was like Thanksgiving weekend or even Christmas weekend.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Also, real quick, just a quick hit. Star Wars Vintage Mos Eisley Cantina is way beyond halfway there, by the way.
Really? Yeah. Let me check it out. I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah, that's a good thing to end on.
You talking about the Haslab?
Yeah, the Haslab. I totally forgot that there was a Haslab even going right now.
It's named after my town in Sweden, Haslab.
But they got 17 days to go, and it's well over.
Oh yeah, that's making it. Look at that.
So this is gonna wrap by the time we get to Comic-Con. So I wonder if they'll have, a physical model of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Well, last year they revealed the ghost and then had it, right?
You know what?
Timing is very strange on this.
Yeah. They
could have waited 2-3 weeks and had this coincide and had it at Comic-Con also.
Well, it has me hopeful that maybe for Comic-Con, like the big thing that they did last year where they reveal it at the panel and then put it out for the next Haslab would be for Marvel instead this year. That'd be sick.
True. Yeah, because they won't have them coinciding at the same time.
Well, no, because we already no. Maybe, well, no. You know what? It'll probably be the Ghostbusters reveal and be out.
Yeah, because
that makes a lot of sense for Comic-Con.
There's always a Haslab reveal at Comic-Con. So
yeah,
it'll probably
Comic-Con is like
be
kind of for normies too. So that's the normiest thing that would be very successful at Comic-Con.
I mean, the fucking Ghostbusters kills it. I can't believe it.
Every time, bro. It's
Danny
crazy.
Is somewhere like, you see people like this shit, but I can't believe it. It's crazy.
I think we already know what the Ghostbusters thing is supposed to be anyway, but yeah, we may see it.
It's a jumpsuit, custom made to every person that orders.
I do not care about Ghostbusters, so
yeah, me neither. But it's all good.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Kevin is saying that it's either going to be Ghostbusters or a Joe Haslab.
It can't be a Joe one. They're still shipping the fucking.
Oh no,
thing.
Jason S. Jason S. just said it too. He says this year's Haslab is going to be the G.I. Joe classified reveal. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
No Marvel, I guess.
G.I. Joe classified.
I'll reveal the Marvel one.
Are we due for another Joe Haslab already?
That's what the streets are saying.
What could it be?
All right.
Oh, he said it's Joe. They announced it last week. They said it.
What?
Really? Okay. All right. I didn't hear that.
Thank you guys for letting us know. We can't be everywhere at once, and it's nice to be.
You know what?
You know
what? It's gonna be Sergeant Slaughter's tank. That's what it is.
Oh man.
What?
That'd be nuts.
I was thinking about that tank today, and I was like, this is like the stupidest military design.
Hang on a second. You telling me that Sergeant Slaughter has the Cobra clutch and a tank?
Absolutely.
That's insane.
I think it'll be. I think
an
it'll be
arsenal no man
and a new Sergeant Slaughter, some type of updated Sergeant Slaughter and his tank.
Well, we
All right.
saw the new Sergeant Slaughter. We saw that.
We did the Mad Marauders
Me
one.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They showed
yeah,
it.
but
Yeah.
not that.
Felipe in the chat, what's up, dude? He's saying if we watch House of Dragons.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
I haven't watched it at all.
bro, it's good. At
It's
all?
good,
You haven't
man.
seen season 1?
This is the second season, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should watch season 1, dude. It's good. I say
Okay.
it.
All right.
My general like criticism of the show or just overall thoughts on it. I like the writing in terms of the dialogue. I think it has some of the strongest dialogue of like a lot of shows, but just some of the writing in terms of how events unfold is fucking weird and kind of dumb sometimes. Like it's like somebody mishears something, or I thought I was talking to this person instead of this person, and so there's a lot of classic misunderstandings that erupt into all-out war between factions.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's the
this
reality.
is on this is on Max, right?
Yeah,
It's on Max.
it's good though. It's very good. It's very interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been really good. It was funny when I first saw that it was only a 1-episode premiere. I was like, damn, man, that really fucking sucks. And then I watched the episode with the boys and whatnot when it dropped, and we were like, dude, that was a lot to fucking watch. I'm glad there's not.
I was going to ask you next if y'all was still watching the boys.
Boys is still firing on all cylinders, man. Like I think it's one of the best comic adaptations of anything because it's so well modernized for what the current political climate is right now.
I haven't started this season, but I gotta watch it. I can't believe Huey's actually dating what's her name? That's crazy in real life.
In real life?
Yeah. Not Starlight. The senator lady.
Oh really? Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I could not believe that. I was like, damn, Huey. Okay.
Damn. He's punching above his weight, huh?
Yeah, Jack Quaid. Okay, brother.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, Cap Lives. My Adventures with Superman is still cooking. It's a really good show.
Sure.
Really, really
yeah,
good.
but it's a cartoon, so.
Oh my God! Look at this guy. Huh? Didn't watch cartoons. Huh? Oh, and by the way, Jason S. telling me earlier that was a super chat.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
It's a GI Joe classified.
CC.
Oh shit! W's Donna Pops with a last-second super chat saying for the SoCal shenanigans for the Good Brothers. What a guy!
Brother, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's gonna actually help a lot, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
we're gearing up.
Yeah. As LA Comic Con gets closer, let's definitely see about linking up or something. You know?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
At least pop in. You know?
Yeah, it's a good time of year. Like every time I get told about these like smaller cons to go to, it's always like the worst. Like, oh, that's this person's birthday.
Rick, come through for the weekend. You can stay with me. It'll be great.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you know what?
We'll double date.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that I think my best friend lives like down the street from you. So
no way. Oh,
it'd work out like
it's a big street. It's a very long street. That can mean anything. Burbank Boulevard's huge.
Don't give yourself away, brother. Come on.
Again, you'll never find me.
Oh yeah, there you go. See, he said it's a long street. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be great. We got SDCC coming up. It's officially like con season now. So let's get ready. Start preparing your wallets, everybody, and do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'm tightening up the purse strings. I'm not buying.
Yeah. I may just do the same. It's no concerts for me until like after con season, you know?
Yeah.
Unless it's local show. Anyway. Also I was gonna say with the boys, I think it's this last episode. Oh my God. Anthony Starr should get an Emmy for it. That's all.
Mr. Starr?
Anthony Starr. Yeah, he's got to get the Emmy this season for last episode alone. Very good.
I gotta go catch up on the boys. How many episodes in are we on?
4, because they dropped the first 3 and then this one. So, yeah, everything like TV season is back. So a lot of good stuff airing right now for sure.
Yeah, sorry, Dark Multiverse. We just don't have the time. So I think we're gonna talk about stuff next week. We have a lot to talk about. We just don't have the time for this stream. He was asking why we didn't talk about the Legend stuff.
Yeah.
We'll do that next week. We have a huge amount of import stuff next week. There's probably going to be even more San Diego Comic-Con reveals. It's going to be a big episode. Big episode.
We wanted to center it around our guest and, you know, because it's such an integral part of A.C.B.A. podcast and Poncho server lore that we're waiting for these O3 turtles.
Yeah.
We had to make a big to-do about it.
Yeah, it had to be an event.
You know. All right. Let's do plugs and get up out of here. What do we say?
Hey, it's me, Rick, from the podcast. I'm here. Every Friday. See me here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, I'm Fabio. My friends call me Fobster. On Instagram, it's Fobster360. YouTube.com/Fobster360. And I'm also on Instagram at Fabio.Danino if you want to see me do some cool heavy metal covers and stuff like that. I will be going to the Ghost movie after this, so this is very fun, very metal themed sort of day as well. Have Kyle on, very exciting.
I can dig it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got right now.
All right, I'm around. I got a lot of cool things to open from somebody in the community. I'll get to it. Yeah.
Was it that Brown?
Yeah. I'll get to that stuff this weekend. And that's it. Look out for that. But yeah, we'll talk all of this legend stuff and import stuff next week. Obviously, that Black Heart Wave is up for pre-order now, so you should probably shouldn't snooze on that if you want that Build-A-Figure. Be wise in your pre-orders right now, because you know that next month everything's going to hit at the exact same time. So be wise. Be wise, be well. Thank you all for hanging out. Special thank you to Kyle for coming to hang out with us and talk Super 7. Don't forget to follow Super 7 on Instagram and order your O3 Turtles if you want to see 2012 Turtles. All right.
If you want more,
wait. We're not there yet. Let's get you Trump Shredder first. All right.
Yeah, if you want more out of this stuff, you got to show up and show out pre-order, whether it be on Super 7's site to get those fun extras or on Big Bad Toy Store. Order them. And,
do whatever's comfortable for you, but just know
exactly.
that doing it through Super 7 is better to support the line, and also you get the Super Pack, which is more expressions, more heads. So more heads.
More heads, baby. All right. Thank you all for hanging out this evening. Thanks for the super chats. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time.
Goodbye.
Put your hands up and reach for the sky. Cry for absolution. Peace, toy soldiers. Don't. The outro.